Hey, Gary. Hey, Fred. Fred saying hey to Gary. Gary's saying hey to Fred, Connie. Tell the rain's coming. I see it in the camera. All the lights beaming. Hey, AR. He's saying hello to everyone. Fred's saying hey to AR. Hey, Virginia. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Leslie. I'll get caught up with y'all here in just a second. I'm getting ready to pull in the honey hole. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. That's why you, I guess, seeing all the beaming lights. Right here. Alright, let me get caught up because I know a few of y'all's come in that I hadn't said hey to yet. Hey, Diane, saying evening everybody. Fred says it's raining there already where he's at. There's Virginia where she came in. There's Gary saying, what's up tonight, Jeff? Not a whole lot, Gary. I'm gonna probably just stay on for about an hour. I'll jaw about that here in a minute. Hey, Zeke. Saying good evening, everyone. Hey, Angie Sue. Saying hey, Jeff and Tootsie. And Dennis Jackson came in. And there's where Leslie came in saying hello, texting and Facebook Messenger, buddy. Because Fred's saying VR, buddy. That's pretty good, Leslie. Hey, David C. Perkins saying hello, Tootsie. See you got your chauffeur out tonight. Yeah. Fred and Connie saying hey to everybody in here. Angie saying hey to Dennis. Hey, Larry. Hey, buddy. Hello, sexy buddy. Leslie saying hey to Fred. Virginia saying hey to Fred and Connie. Leslie's laughing at Larry. Fred saying hey. David saying hey to Fred and Connie and everybody else. Virginia saying hey to Leslie and Larry. Angie saying hey to Fred and Connie. Hey, Geo Matt Cat. Saying howdy, y'all. Leslie saying hey, Fred saying hey. Hey, Stacy Fowler saying hi, guys. Angie saying hey, Fred saying hey, Virginia saying hey, everybody's. Hey, Pam Hot. Hey, how are you? Hey, Ed. Hey, buddy. He's saying hello, Jeff and Tootsie. And Pam saying hello. Stacy saying hey, Larry saying hey, everybody saying hey. Gio says yo, Angie and Mountain Folk. And Pam saying hey. Angie saying hey. Come here, Toots. Let me cut some light on. That way y'all can see the star of the show that just got beautified. But get the camera pointed over here where you can see her better. Get up here where they can see you. Somebody got a haircut since the last time you got to see the star of the show. Everybody's still saying hey to everybody. Let me make sure, because I forgot my other phone. Well, oh, hey, Paul Collum, saying howdy, Jeff and everybody. Everybody still say, come here, because they want to see you. Get up here, come on. Yeah, she got her little pink bow this time. As far as her haircut. That's the only thing, I went right out the door without my other phone, like a brightness. Paul's saying hey. I'll see if I can get the camera to where I can keep up with y'all, but where y'all can still see her. All right, sit over there. Sit over there where they can see you, because I'm gonna try to keep up with the okay, everybody's still saying hey to everybody, which is fine. That's what I like. Larry's saying I got beautified today, also, and Leslie says Tootsie looking fresh. Paul saying hey. Larry says I got my little pink bow too. Larry says I got my little pink bow too. Get over there and sit so they can see you. Fred says Tootsie has bling. Geo Matcat says I see you at the cult of the red chicken heads joint. Oh yeah, you talking about Chick-fil-A. Angie saying beautiful Tootsie, love her both. Thank you, Angie. Hey Amanda, sorry to disappoint everyone. Crazy ass came early. Well, hey, that's a good thing, Amanda, because I'm only going to stay on for about an hour. I want to see what the results are tonight. It starts at 8, but I'm going to probably stay on to 8:30 though. Geo Matcat saying hey to Tootsie. Fred saying hey to Amanda. David says I wished I had a little pink bow. And Amanda's saying hey to Fred and Connie. Yeah, she got her little bit of a bling. I gotta tighten it back up. It's loose right now. I gotta tighten it back up. And you sit right there and look all pretty where they can say, no, see it. You done had your treat. You got your treat just a minute ago. So we're running a little behind. Amanda says, whose social media was out today? If mine went out, I didn't know it. Because I was on it this morning, and then after I saw on the news where they was jawing about it, I got back on mine, and it's still on Messenger. So, but now undoubtedly it affected my VR, because my VR, I had to reset all it and stuff. Dennis is saying hey Fred and Connie. Larry, oh, he's saying hey to everybody. And Leslie saying hey to Dennis. Gio says it's a Trump landslide. Larry says hey Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. Amanda says I had an outage. They said it hit like 500,000 accounts, I think, is what I heard a little while ago. Leslie says Facebook and Instagram were both down. Hey Misty Brock, hey, saying hey Jeff and Tootsie. Let me get my arm out of the way. Of course, then my finger's in the way. My fault for not bringing my other phone, or it makes it easier on me, because I'm trying to get to where y'all can see her. She's laid down though on me. AJT Adventures saying hey. Misty saying hey to everybody. Leslie says yeah, it's Meta. Yeah, the VRs are Meta. Mine's the Oculus, Leslie. Amanda saying hey to Missy. JT saying hey to everybody. Everybody's still saying hey to everybody. Larry says Facebook and Insta are down, but TikTok was still up. What's that tell you? Virginia says daughter got a message at work that Gmail was also down for a little bit. And Stacy says my Facebook went down. I just logged out. And Leslie says the Chinese know how to ruin things, Larry. And there's Blaine. Hey Blaine. Blaine's a little under the weather, for the ones that don't know. He's trying to get rid of this head cold he's got, so that way he can be good to go for this weekend. Because he's got big plans for this weekend. So I hope he gets feeling better. You sit right there. They won't see you. They won't see you. Hey, Diamondback. He's saying, hey, folks. Blaine says, we were laughing. I said, I wonder if those addicted to Facebook were okay today. Yeah, I know it. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Amanda says, drink NyQuil, Blaine. And I'm sure Blaine's on all kinds of medication, because I know what he's going through. I had that mess a couple weeks ago. Fred saying hey to everybody. Virginia saying hey, and telling Blaine hopes he feels better. Angie's saying hey to Blaine, hope you feel better. Leslie saying get well soon, Blaine. David says I was down at Black Mountain Saturday. This is a beautiful place. Yeah, I haven't been to Black Mountain City, but I have to go across it or up it every time I go over to Pigeon Forge or to Asheville or wherever. that direction. Amanda says naughty nurse orders. Missy saying hey, and Blaine says I should be on more meds, but I'm stubborn, and he's thanking everybody. Angie saying hey. Yeah, and then also, and I'm sure Virginia won't mind me telling, come here, you can sit right here. Leslie says, I might be addicted to Facebook, but I know some other things people are addicted to, Blaine. What, Blaine? What? Oh, okay. I was making sure I didn't miss something. Larry says, Blaine, you really need a respiratory therapist, or do you need a respiratory therapist? And Missy says, well wishes, Blaine. And Blaine says, amen, it's VR. Is it VR time yet? Blaine says, thanks, Missy. No, Virginia got her cast off. I'm sure she won't mind me telling this because I just found that out a little while ago. So she's got her cast off, and I just point the camera over here since she's going to go over here and look out the window. You ain't laying down. They want to see you. So I'm glad your foot's better, Virginia, and I'll still keep you in my prayers, even though I know it's healing good. I'm just glad you got that soft cast off and everything. Yeah, I know. Blaine's thanking Missy. Virginia's saying hey to Missy. Leslie says, Blaine, stop it. You can include us non-VR people sometimes. Blaine says, gee, where have I been? Did she whack Grandpa one to me? No, she told last week there she had a set of kitchen knives that she accidentally hit and knocked off, and they fell on her foot. And luckily it didn't cut her, but it bruised up her foot pretty bad. But she's better now. Hey, John Asper. Blaine says, oh, her foot. Did she use her foot wedge? And John's saying, good evening to everybody in chat from you know where. And Gio says, drive through Chick-fil-A for a pup cup. Blaine says, dang, that's one way to slice things. Yeah. Talking about Virginia and the knives falling on her. Here, sit over here. Sit up there and look at the cards. There you go. Are you going to get back over there? Sit right there. Hey, I'm glad I'm not on long tonight, or I forgot my phone. When Leslie says Fred says they are non-VR people. Leslie asking. David says Virginia's most respected lady on YouTube. That's right, David. Leslie says, thank you for coming to us live from Lenore, Jeff. I appreciate your dedication. I look forward to you. Hey, Leslie, I try my best. And then Leslie says, Fred, me. And then Fred and Connie saying, hey, John says, we had 2 beautiful days here in Ohio. Sunny and 75 for 2 days. Blaine says, when we meeting at Fiddler's or Eats and Sweets, talking to Gio. And JT's laughing at Leslie. And Larry says, Fred, no one deposited into our VR GoFundMe account. Well, wait a minute, Larry. When did you set the fund up, Larry? Because I hadn't seen it. Because I would have donated. No, I figured because I know. See, today was Super Tuesday as far as voting wise, and of course my state's one of the, I think it's 15 states that voted today, something like that. I don't remember how many there is. I just know they call it Super Tuesday. And see if it'll hold the chat right there for me. And so I went and voted today. And state of North Carolina, and I don't know if it's nationwide or not, but I know state of North Carolina finally passed the ID law where you got to show your ID. You know, so all before times when you went and voted, You walked up, you told them your name, and that was all you told them. Then they printed out the piece of paper, and you signed it, and got your ballot, and moseyed on. So I knew today. I thought, let me make sure I got my ID. You know, so I go in. I finally get up to the table there, give my ID. They said, all right, what's your name? Say your name. I said, it's right there in your hand. Oh, well, you still got to state your name and your address. I'm sitting there thinking, and y'all can laugh at me, make fun of me, whatever, but, you know, why do you have to sit there and tell who you are if you're giving them your ID, and especially have to tell your address out loud? I've never had to do that. You know, and I asked about it, and the woman says, yeah, we got to verify it verbally, something of that nature. Well, I hadn't heard that part. So I got to asking questions about that. So, you know, and of course I, you know, sort of was being a smart ass too, in a roundabout way. But then again, if you got to show your ID tells everything on it, you know. So I you know, just a little bit of that don't make no sense to me. That's just me. But anyhow, it's all over with, done. I voted, in and out. So, end of that conversation. All right, I'll get caught back up with you guys. Oh, I see Tootsie's laid down over here. Let me try to get her, because I ain't got my other phone. At least my finger's not in the way. Let's see, where was I at? Because it jumped on me. John, let's see, I read that. Okay, Leslie says, he's a liar. I would never do that. Blaine says, look for a used one at a game store, Larry. And Gio says, eats and sweets anytime except Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's what Gio's saying to Blaine. Blaine says, that must be why things went down with Meta. Super Tuesday took things. Hey, Blaine, you're not the only one that thought that today. That crossed my mind also. Great minds think alike. Larry says, our state is March 19th. Blaine says, true to Gio. John says, hey, Jeff, did your price of gas go up also? It jumped from $3.09 to $3.49. I don't know yet, John. I hadn't really looked today. I know yesterday I got it for $2.91 because based off what John Esper was putting all over Facebook, I thought, well, gas must be getting ready to go up. So I went and snatched up gas yesterday, I guess, before it did go up. I just don't know for sure if it's went up above the $2.91 yet, John. I hadn't looked. Darn jumped on me again. Let's see. Let me get back here. Fred says 14 states. Okay, well, I didn't miss it by much. I said 15. Jimmy says, what's up? Hey, Jimmy Spencer. You didn't get a notification? That's YouTube for you, Jimmy. It's no big deal. Virginia says, Blaine, it was the wooden block that held the knives that did the damage. And yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I'm just glad you didn't get cut, Virginia. Fred's saying, hey to Jimmy. Blaine says, oh shoot, I have dropped the knife block before. I know how heavy. Pray you're better. Talking to Virginia. And Virginia's thanking David. Jimmy saying, hey. Gary says, that sounds like the hospitals. Everyone asked for name and birth date. Yeah, they didn't ask me for my birth date. Just name and address. That was it. Blaine says, you have to remember you are dealing with some folks whose elevator isn't at the top often. That's right, Blaine. Angie saying, hey. Gio says, Tootsie is so well behaved. My cocker puppy needs the training she got. Mama trained her herself. She didn't get any training as far as professional training, Gio. Mom's the one that trained her. Jimmy saying hey to everybody. JT saying thumbs up. I appreciate that, JT. Jimmy saying, hey to Larry. Virginia says, doing fine, thanks, Blaine. It punctured a hole, did a lot of bruising. And Jimmy saying, hey. John says, Facebook went down for 20 minutes today. No, I didn't panic. And Jimmy says, Blaine, or saying hey to Blaine. Leslie saying hey to Jimmy. Blaine saying hey. Gio says, I got gas for $2.75 yesterday. Diamondback says, if someone got your ID and tried to use it but couldn't answer the questions, it would stop a fraud. And I get that. I get that. But I mean, there's a picture on there also, you know. So if somebody's trying to pull that fast one, you know, if people's doing their jobs and doing it right, you know, the picture's going to give it away. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for the showing the ID. I meant to say that. I'm all for showing the ID. Didn't mind showing the ID, but good Lord, when they told me I had to, you know, say my name out loud, I thought, well, hell, that's the moot point. I mean, if you're going to show your ID, your ID's your ID. That's the way nobody can go in there and just say somebody else's name, you know, because now you got to have proof. That's what your ID's for. Virginia says, yes, Missy, I've never had a cast before. At least it was a soft cast. And Virginia's saying, hey, John says, it seems like the temperature goes up, so does the price of gas. And, well, yeah, it'll be going up again, too, John, when it gets warm weather, because they'll blame it on, we got to switch over to the summer blend. And that usually happens in April. Usually happens in April. I need to turn this radio down. Oh, Lord, it jumped on me again right quick. John says, did you see retirement clock post that I posted on Facebook today? No, I didn't see that, John. I haven't been on Facebook much today. I've been on Messenger, but not on Facebook. Hey, Teleco Toys, what's cracking? Not eggs yet, Teleco. Blaine says, me either. I actually like not being plugged into social media. Talking to John. And David says, I got gas yesterday for $1.99 at Taco Bell. Teleco saying, hey. Dennis says, they can forge my ID, or they can forge the ID and picture. Well, I guess, but I mean, if they're forging it, then they already know the address and the name and everything. You know, so I mean, I get what y'all are saying. I get what y'all are saying. And like I said, I agree with showing the ID. I just, you know, common sense though is telling me if you got an ID and everything looks legit, you know, and even if it's somebody that's forged one, they're already going to know your information anyway, because that's how they've done the ID, I guess. I don't know, but anyhow, Jimmy saying hey to David and hey to Dennis. David saying hey, Dennis saying hey. Gary says, why would anyone be against showing your ID? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've heard of people being against having to show your ID. I don't know why. I'm all for it. That's why I say I made sure I had mine with me. That was the first thing I whipped out was the ID, but I just wasn't expecting to have to do all the other stuff. And Jimmy's saying to David, he's wonderful. I fixed because I'll try to catch the comments as they pop up, so that way my hands ain't in the way. Are you gonna get up here and be sociable, huh? Are you gonna get up here and be so? Blaine says, you scared me a minute. Glad that was the first thing you. Yeah, I was waiting on the comment. I was, but Blaine's as bad as Leslie. Got that mind going to the gutter. I was waiting on it. Princess like the clock on Facebook, John. And John says, in Ohio, you have to show ID to vote. And Gio says, Trump won Virginia. Yeah, I mean, I know it's getting ready to come on, but I'll catch it around 8:30. I'll stay on for another 30 minutes. Teleco says, wake up, Tootsie. And Gary says, scared me too, Blaine. Yeah. I was waiting on the comments. I'm surprised Leslie hadn't chimed in. Hey, Lordy, come here. Or some of them hadn't seen you yet. Come here. Get up. Get up. Quit being lazy and get up. Come here. Who's here? Look who's here. Sometimes I have to trick her. I have to say certain things that'll get her up. That way for the ones that haven't got to see you yet. Yeah, she got beautified since the last time y'all saw her. She got her a bow this time. A pink bow instead of a bandana. So she got her a summer cut too. But I've been keeping her warm when it's cold. Alright, I'm gonna flip the camera around where they can see the traffic now. Teleco saying hey to you. Let's see, let me get Leslie says, I didn't get to comment first. Blaine is fast, which isn't the best thing in certain circumstances. Diamondback says they're using facial recognition from your own phone to create other frauds too. Oh, I'm sure. That's why I don't do the thumbprint or fingerprint on these phones. I use a code. I'm not going to do the facial recognition or the fingerprint thing. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm a little too smart for that. David says, I wonder if my daddy voted today. He did not miss vote since he died. David. Teleco saying hey to you. There's where. And then Fred says, he didn't have to stand in line either, David. And he didn't have to stand in line either, David. Blaine says, true. Minute to win it, Leslie. And John says, I see on some videos the tourists are back in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg already. And Leslie's laughing. Hey, Nancy. Saying hi, everyone. I've enjoyed the nice weather for the past couple of days. Yeah, I have too, Nancy. John says, which car are you in tonight? I'm in Casper. And Fred and Connie saying hey to Nancy. Blaine says, David, I went to the graveyard to pick up voters today. They were just dying to go vote. That's pretty good, Blaine. That's pretty good. No, what I got done yesterday was I did yard work. And I'm surprised I'm not as sore. Teleco saying hey, Nancy saying hey. And I'm surprised I'm not as sore as what I was. My arm, well, my left arm, hang on. I was sore right here in the bend of my arm this morning. I'm not now, but I done some yard work yesterday. I got with it in the yard yesterday. I cut down, I call them weed trees. And so I got the jungle out of the yard yesterday and I hauled 2 full load branches, tree branches, 2 loads yesterday. I hauled them off. Let's see. Gio says, I bet Trump and Haley are secretly working together. And Blaine says, put some WD-40 on this joint. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't take any pain meds or anything like that. I mean, the soreness is pretty much gone now. But I knew I was going to be sore. I knew. So that's what I've done. And of course, y'all got to see where Tootsie got beautified. But that's about all I've done since last week. And it's like y'all are saying, these last few days have been nice and warm. Leslie says, your arms aren't sore because they're used to all that movement. I got that one. Leslie, I think you've got it worded a little wrong there, Leslie, but I know what you're meaning. I know what you're meaning. Blaine says, you aren't wrong. He's a master fisherman, Leslie. And Diane's keeping her mouth closed. Gary says, nice, real nice. Fred says, it's sore from cracking all those sharks, or catching all those sharks. Lord, I tell you, it's all that. I mean, some of them, I call them weed trees. Some of them had some decent size to them. And so there's a little bit of weight. And plus, like I said, you know, when winter hits, you're not as active in the winter. So, you know, we caught these darn spring-like days, and I got outside and got with it. And so I got to get my muscles built back up. Blaine says, I wasn't going to say it, but you have to bait it good, Leslie. Hey, Jimbo. Hey, buddy. I just got done showing, if you want to back it up for just a little bit, Jimbo, I was showing Tootsie there. And I don't have my other phone with me, or I'd, wait a minute, I don't want to put Leslie in timeout. Good Lord. But she got beautified, Jimbo. I forgot my other phone, so I'm having to scroll on the phone here to keep up with the chat. Leslie says, I will get you to say it eventually, Blaine. And Fred's saying hey, and Jimmy saying hey. I appreciate all y'all coming in. Blaine says, will you say it first, Leslie? Blaine's asking. Diane saying hey to Jimmy. Diamondback says, Blaine, is that the same thing as masturbator? And Leslie says, don't put me in timeout. I won't, Leslie. My fat fingers. And then Leslie says, always. Because I know I told y'all last week that I thought about taking this week off. And I thought, well, I can at least go live for a little bit. Because I know y'all look forward to Tuesday. And I do too. But now, you know, warm weathers are coming. So every Tuesday is going to go the way of the buffalo here, you know, about another month. Just giving you a heads up. And of course, I'll keep y'all reminded and stuff. Because I'm going to have other stuff going on. Diane says she's trying to behave. And Blaine says, laughing at Diamond, beat us to it. Get it? Beat us. Leslie says he missed my other comment about master. Wait a minute. Let me go back to Leslie's. How did I miss it? Lord, it must have... Oh, master something. I wasn't thinking fisherman. I knew what you was thinking, Leslie. When you was talking about that comment before that one. Virginia says, oh my, here we go. Leslie says, good job, Diamondback. And Jimbo says, Tootsie's looking good. Thank you, Jimbo. David says, when you're not live on Tuesdays, I'm at my counselor's. Well, I'm sorry, David. Yeah, Lord, I'm doing the best I can. Gio says, okay, guys, y'all have a great night. Wait a minute. Are you hopping off, Gio? I mean, that's fine if you are. I appreciate you coming in. Diamondback's laughing. John says, when are you going back to Pigeon Forge again? Jimbo says, good night, Gio. And Fred says, are we still talking about fishing? Blaine says, yes, you have to wiggle the worm, right, Fred? Virginia says, he certainly didn't catch on. I did too, Virginia. I did too. Leslie's laughing. Diane says, talking about wiggling worms for sure. John says, I saw Chris and Mindy were in Las Vegas. They must have gone without the cheapskates. Lord have mercy. Well, John, I really don't talk about other YouTubers on my show to begin with. But I mean, I don't mind you saying that. I just let you know I'm not commenting about it. But anyhow, yeah, me and Blaine and Fred, we've been fishing a lot here lately. But now Blaine's been under the weather for the past couple of days. So that's understandable. But me and Fred found out that they've got a laser tag game. And so we're going to try to check that out one night. I don't know, it might be Thursday before we get to check it out. Because I know tonight I'm going to be glued to the TV. And then tomorrow night, Fred's got his show. So unless he gets on after his show, it might be Thursday before we get to see what the laser tag's about. Hey, Blaine, and you wasn't in, so you don't know about it yet. But yeah, me and Fred got told about a laser tag game. Yeah, Thursday, that's what I'm figuring too, Fred. Let's see. John says no names. Oh, I know no names are mentioned, but a lot of people know who you're talking about. As far as, you know, what you was meaning. Which is fine. I'm just saying I'm not gonna like reply or whatever. Hey, Dry Creek. Hey, Rob and Denise saying hey. Leslie says, it's fine, John. We all know who it is. Blaine says, I'm going to wiggle myself out of this one and get ready for bed soon. I may cast a couple as I didn't play last night. Y'all be good. Hey, I don't blame you, Blaine. Get on there and catch you some more fish. And then that way you can keep leveling up and then get you a shark. Blaine, hey Blaine, I'm gonna get into the good stuff here in a minute too, but now you go on to bed because you already know what I'm gonna be getting into. You already know about it. Blaine says, send me the message about the laser tag game. Okay, well Fred, you can if you want to, Fred, you can send him. I don't know if you've been on yet to check it out yet, Fred, but send him that message of the laser tag if you don't mind, Fred. Blaine says, take care all. Leslie saying bye, Blaine. Fred says, hello to Rob and Denise. And Diane saying good night, Blaine. Leslie says, hey, Rob and Denise. Dry Creek says, hey to Fred and Connie. Angie saying not to Blaine. Dry Creek saying, hey to Leslie. Virginia saying, hey to Rob and Denise. And Angie saying, hey to Rob and Denise. Dennis Jackson saying, hello to Rob and Denise. And then Fred said he sent it to you, Blaine, if you're still on here. And David saying hey to Rob and Denise. And Rob and Denise says hey to everybody. Nancy's saying hey. Rob and Denise is saying hey. Jimmy saying hey. Rob and Denise is saying, everybody's saying hey right now. I'm just trying to keep up since it's going to be a short live, because I still got a few things I want to tell y'all. If anybody paid attention to the chat, I mean to the title, to the title of the chat, or title of the live show. John says, good evening, Dry Creek, and everybody else in chat. Hey, Tana, saying hey to Jeff and everybody. Everybody's saying hey. And that's what I say, I've always enjoyed where y'all say hey to each other, and y'all talk to each other too. Because I know a lot of y'all know each other in here, even if it hadn't been in person. Just from where we all chat on live shows together, everybody kind of knows everybody. Everybody's saying hey right now. Let's see. I already talked about that. And then, so today, I'll flip the, while y'all are saying hey to each other. Jimbo's asking John if he retired. So while y'all are saying hey to each other, I actually made a phone call today, checking on my homeowner, excuse me, my homeowner's insurance. I called another crowd that I know. I mean, the crowd that I've got my insurance with, I've had them ever since I've been 16. Been with them ever since I've been 16. But times has changed now. Number one, because it's ridiculous on what I'm having to pay each month for homeowners and car insurance. And mine's all grouped together. I combined all of mine because supposedly it was gonna, save me some money doing it that way, which was, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago when I did that. But it's crazy how much it's went up. And so I made a phone call to this other crowd that I know that has an insurance company. And I don't know of anything right now at the moment, but he's going to call me back tomorrow to let me know if he can save me money or not. But, I told him, and I think I've mentioned it to y'all on live shows. So I won't gripe about it much because I think I've griped about this before. But I mean, I haven't had any claims, no tickets or nothing. And I know why it's more or less the homeowner's insurance that's raised it so much versus the car insurance. And what's crazy is now, see, I'm with Travelers, and Travelers has changed their way of doing business and stuff. because if I was to go and sell my house, or well, I don't know about selling, but if I was to go buy a house and insure it through Travelers, the roof has to be 9 years old or less. If it's over 9 years old, then either I have to pay to get it redone, brand new, or they won't insure it. I get that as far as why they've changed their policies, their ways, whatever you want to call it. I understand that. But on that note, though, in my mind, I'm pretty sure that my rates are going up also on account of tornadoes, hurricanes, and whatever else that's Mother Nature that can be prevented from people's insurance going up so much. Because if you're going to build on the ocean, common sense, if I own the insurance company or whatever, I'd either be getting it to where they're paying enough to cover their house to where it don't have to fall back on other people to have to pay for it, or not insure them at all and say, boys, get your own insurance. If you're going to build out there on the coast, knowing there's a good chance that it's going to get tore up by a hurricane or something, and the same goes for Tornado Alley. I mean, all these same cities pretty much are in the vicinity. Tornadoes are always hitting, you know. I mean, either, now granted, I know it's not everywhere, but when I say Tornado Alley, that's not Ohio or Montana, or, you know, that's mainly right there, Alabama, all in that stretch of the South. I mean, you know, pretty much tornadoes are going to come through there every year. It's almost a guarantee. I mean, that's just my thoughts on that mess. So anyhow, that was the other thing I was going to talk about. But we'll get to the funny stuff here in a minute, because I know it's 15 after 8. Let me get caught up with the chat. Let's see. There's where everybody's saying hey. And then John says, yes, I retired 2 weeks ago. And then everybody's congratulating John. John says, auto insurance rates are ridiculous. And, yeah, now I don't know if it's as much as the auto, John, as it is the homeowners. The homeowners is where I think we're getting robbed. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Everybody's congratulating John. John says sometimes cheaper isn't always good, and I agree to that too. Tana says they say you should shop around for insurance every couple of years. And Virginia says same as us, Jeff. Ours is a package. Our house part used to be very reasonable, but now it's out of sight now. Yeah, I know, Virginia. Dry Creek says, I know it's Super Tuesday for some of you today. We put out a short that fits the day today, and it's the 27th short of hitting 10. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome, Rob and Denise. I hadn't seen that short yet. Matter of fact, I ain't been on YouTube all day today. Because today I done laundry and house chores and stuff. Yesterday was yard work day. Tana saying, hey, John says Ohio insurance rates went up on cars because of the juvenile stealing cars. Yeah, ain't that something how they use an excuse that us people that doesn't put claims and doesn't get tickets and doesn't have wrecks, but yet we're still having to pay for other people's problems. At least you know, and I told that insurance guy, I said, this ain't towards you. I said, I got enough sense to know that that's happening. I mean, if it's not, it'll surprise me. Then it says every insurance company has raised rates. Oh, I know it. Well, everything's going to go up because the cost of living goes up. I mean, I get it, but good Lord, 20 and 30%, that's a little much. Dry Creek saying, hey, Fred's saying, any excuse to raise rates, right? Everybody's saying hey right now. Virginia says a few months ago they wanted to come here and go through our house. We told them they could look around the house but not allowed inside. Yeah, that was the mine was gonna be the same way, Virginia, but I had the option of doing something else to avoid that happening, so I took the something else, and I can't remember what it was, but I guess that's why I'm having to pay more too, because I took the other option instead of letting them come and reevaluate the house. Let's see, hold on. Okay, Dennis is saying, hey, Tucko's saying, congrats to John. Jimbo says, there are a lot of companies that won't insure a home in bad weather areas because they have paid out more than they want. Right. And Virginia says, I will watch it Dry Creek. And Leslie says, Rob Denise, the people that own that wagon are smart. And Jimmy's saying, hey, Dry Creek says, yes, they are, Leslie. And Dry Creek's thanking Virginia. David says, I've gotten liability insurance on my Cadillac. I've never had full coverage. I have saved a lot of money. Right. I'm on the truck here on Casper. I've just got liability because it's not worth having the collision part. But now Lexi's got full coverage, you know, because she's worth it. But that's what I say, though. I don't think my car insurance is that much. It's that darn homeowners. Larry says, sorry, I'm bad word. Larry, I didn't say, you didn't catch me this time, Larry. I just said, sorry, and then he said a bad word. and you was in here a little while ago, Larry. Delico saying, hey. Fred says, better head to the hospital, Larry, if you're bad words. Okay, so Dry Creek says Trump's won Tennessee's primary. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm going to hop off around 8:30 so I can get home and watch the TV there where they're supposed to start reporting everything. Fred says in Alabama, North Carolina, and Virginia. And David says you never want to hear that bad word from a girlfriend. That's right, David. Dry Creek says, awesome, Fred. And Larry says, I got full coverage on Leslie. Larry. Hey, Lordy. I got full coverage on Tootsie, if that counts. And she got her eyes wide open. Hang on, I'll show her. She got her eyes wide open. Lordy. I'm trying to figure out which order I want to do this in. Leslie says he needs it. I'm like a train wreck most of the time. Bless y'all's hearts. Alright, so I'm caught up. Alright, so who's ready? Who's ready for some jokes? I got some jokes. I got some jokes to tell. Virginia, they're not real bad, Virginia. I'm just giving you a heads up. They're not real bad, but it's up to you if you want to close your ears or not. Fred says fire away. There's no bad words. I won't be saying any bad words. I can promise you that. But they are adult rated to a certain extent. Virginia says, does she get a pup cup tonight? She got a treat a little while ago, Virginia, to be honest with you. You can leave out the whipped cream, I think is what she's meaning. David says, go ahead. I got my popcorn and Diet Coke. Yeah, hey, on that note, David, I saw on news this morning where they're saying now that diet drinks is giving people like heart congestion failure and heart attacks and stuff. Like it's a bigger risk now to drink diet drinks versus a regular soft drink. And I hate I brought this into the equation of me getting ready to tell jokes, but anyhow, go ahead and fire away at the comments on that. But that's what the news. I'm just repeating what the news told. I don't trust any of the news with a grain of salt to begin with. because some of it I can just laugh at. Virginia says they are right. And they probably are. I mean, because they've done studies, but who knows? Hey, Virginia, all I know is water can kill you. You drink too much water at one time, it can kill you. So everything's bad for you. That's just the way I look at it. There's nothing good for you. Larry says, I'll chance it. I can't do without my Diet Coke. I don't blame you, Larry. Fred says, that grain of salt will kill you next, right? Dry Creek says, Rob say hey to Larry. That's what Denise is letting Larry know, that Rob said hey to him. And Larry says, that Rob is a smart man. And Tana's saying hey to Leslie and David. And I'm caught up with the chat. Alright. So let me see. I'll leave the cleanest one last. So that way I can at least end it on a somewhat clean note, I guess. John says, don't forget to spring forward Sunday. And it's this Sunday for daylight savings, right? I'll actually do it Saturday night. I'll do it Saturday night. Matter of fact, I don't have to do it at all, because my truck says 9:23 and it's really 8:23 or 8:20 because there's not enough time to fool with it. So it's going to be right here starting next week, or starting Sunday. As far as my clocks at home, I don't change them, so they're all going to be right again, and my phone does it for me, so I don't have to really change any clocks. The only one I will have to change is the one in the Lexus, because it was already set to the time it is now, so I will have to set it. Virginia says, I was addicted to Diet Coke, gave it up for 2 years ago, lost 20 pounds, and the reflux is much better. Oh, that's awesome, Virginia. And that's where they're talking about the time. Tana says it changes on the 10th. And Larry's congratulating Virginia. John says, I'm sorry, time changes this Sunday. Right, yeah. I mean, we knew what you meant, John. And Robin and Denise goes, wow, Virginia. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. Just, drop it like a bad habit. That's the way to do it. Just cut it off. Cut it out or whatever. All right, so let me get some of my drink here. All right, so the first one, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to say first, or which one I want to tell first. All right, I'll do this one first. What do you call a few lesbians in a closet? And this sort of goes along with last week's, as far as when I was telling y'all, if they come out of closets, do midgets come out of cabinets? So what do you call a few lesbians in a closet? Dennis says the Lexus should do it itself. It might, Dennis. You might be right. It might do it itself. I'll find out. Damn, Ed got it. Ed got it right. Liquor cabinet. That's right, Ed. He got it right. I'm looking to see if anybody else is. Alright, so then the next one that I have is why don't chickens wear underwear? Let's see if Ed can get this one. Or any of y'all. If any of y'all want to answer, I'll give it a few minutes. But why doesn't chickens wear underwear? Tana's laughing at Ed. Tana says, because they don't have peckers. You're close, Tana. You're close. I can't give it to you, Tana, but you're close. Rethink that answer. Ed says, because their peckers on their... There we go. Ed got it again. because they're peckers on their face. And Fred says they don't wear clothes. And Jimmy saying hey to Ed. Ed's 2 for 2. All right, here's the next one for you, Ed. How do you spot a blind guy at the nudist beach? So whoever wants to try to answer that one. Ed says, Lord, forgive me. So the next one, what the hell? That better not be shotgun, or better not be gunfire. So the next one was, how do you spot a blind guy at the nudist beach? Ed says, it's not hard to see. And Fred says, the one wearing clothes. And Ed pretty much, I'll have to give it to Ed because he kind of got it right. You know, he says it's not hard to see, and the answer I had, well, it's not hard. So I guess I'll have to really give that one to Ed, even though he says it's not hard to see, but the answer I got is, well, it's not hard. Rob Denise says, Rob says he's the one without a erection. So yeah, Rob pretty much got it there. Because it's well, it's not hard. And like I said, I'll save the last one for the cleanest one. Even though some of y'all's minds might go to the gutters. Dry Creek says, just say it, Larry. And Larry goes, Rob! Hey, Scott. Hey, buddy. Saying, what's up, y'all? Jimmy saying, hey. Scott says, what in the world did I walk in on? Oh, you walked in on the joke telling time, Scott. I know, Tootsie, you're scared because you heard him shoot that firecracker off. Larry's laughing. So here's the last one. See if Ed can get this one. What's 6 inches and leaves white stuff on your face? Gary says Biscuitville. Oh shoot, that was the last week's answer. Tana's saying hey, Scott saying hey. So what's 6 inches and leaves white stuff on your face? That's the last one. I know some of y'all's minds is going to the gutters too. Everybody's saying hey right now. Poor Tootsie, she's trembling because somebody set off a darn firework behind me. Oh, Jimbo got it. Jimbo got it. Fred says that's a loaded question. But Jimbo got it right. Toothbrush. That's the answer to that joke. Yeah. It's not what y'all were probably thinking. So anyhow, that's all the jokes I got as far as... I do have another one. I do have another one, but I'll save that one for a rainy day. As far as one that, you know, that wasn't sent to me. But I'm, you know, like I said though, I just figured we'd have a little bit of fun here for about an hour tonight. There's Tootsie for the ones that haven't got to see her yet. She got beautified. And of course these bow hunks behind me here are acting up. I guess Rod runs here in Lenore right now. But I appreciate all y'all coming in tonight. Teleco says it's raining where he's at now. Yeah, we're supposed to get it tonight. Supposed to, or early in the morning, or sometime in the morning. Yeah, there's Tootsie, Tana. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow here, so it looks like I might be on VR for a little while tomorrow. It's gonna be raining. I'm not gonna have anything else to do. But these yesterday and today though, I've enjoyed it. I got stuff done. I've got stuff done. Just sitting here watching the crowd right now, but I'm gonna hop off here though because I want to go home and see what all they're jawing about as far as the Super Tuesday votes and all that Jimbo says, good view of Tootsie. Yeah, she's right. I'll put the camera on her now. I'll try to, because we're getting ready to call it a night. I know I'm cutting it short, but, you know, I did mention last week that I might not go live this week anyway, but I did, because I know y'all look forward to it. I know y'all. I'm going to try to, Scott. I'm going to try to, Scott. It'll be Saturday if I do, but I'm going to try to. Leslie says it's looking good on the vote for tonight. Okay. Everybody's saying good night and stuff. Yeah, and like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in. I always try to have fun in here. Now right quick though, before everybody hops off here, right quick. Next week, I won't be live Tuesday. I won't be live Tuesday next week. I will be live next week, just not on Tuesday. More than likely, it's going to be on Thursday. That's all I'm going to say right now. so I won't be live Tuesday, but I will be live probably Thursday next week. So until then, me and Tootsie love y'all. Love each and every one of y'all. We appreciate y'all coming in. Always enjoy it. And I will see y'all next week. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. See you soon. David says we've been watching the Tootsie show narrated by Jeff. That's pretty good. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Yeah, they're still shooting off these darn fireworks behind me too, and that's gonna drive Tootsie nuts. You have to wait and see, Telco. You have to wait and see.